Hi, my name is Jeff Coronado from JCSC, and this is a session in Bridging the Gap. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Bridging the Gap, I invite you to go to our introduction on our YouTube channel. So that would be the JCSC LLC introduction. That'll give you a better idea of what the purpose is of Bridging the Gap sessions, who they are intended for, and how they're organized. This particular session is related to the WR1 sequence of sessions, and in particular, we're going to be covering the WSP stucco edge nailing, and that would be quote unquote WSP stucco edge nailing. So with that, let's go over to the detail here that in particular we want to cover. Let me zoom. I do a better job of zooming in here a little bit. And so, yes, you can see that this is a session in the WR1 sequence for this particular section. You can see that this is an exterior bearing wall and a roof. We've got a roof rafter here. This is a stud bearing wall. And in particular, we want to focus on the stucco, the Portland cement plaster finish. So let's take a look at the stucco, and let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit, because what we really want to bring attention to is this particular nail. So if you notice closely here, there is a horizontally driven nail that goes from this block, okay? But if you look closely, you'll see it really doesn't go into anything else. So it's a nail that's connecting a block and nothing else. And clearly that's not the intention of a nail. When we have a nail, we need to be connecting two pieces of lumber. So this is a nail that is not going to be needed in this particular application. Now, if the intention was to connect the stucco, we don't show connectors for stucco. The stucco is likely going to be nailed, but that's part of the application of the stucco, and that's actually covered in another session in the WR1 sequence. So here what we have is stucco, and so here what we have is stucco. We don't need to show a connector for the stucco. If what we had here was wood structural panel sheathing, then perhaps we would need to connect that wood structural panel sheathing, and actually we would probably connect it to the double top plate. But again, this is covered in another session of the WR1 sequence. Here what we're trying to get at is the nail and perhaps nailing of the stucco and how it's not necessary. So yes, there is no such thing as edge nailing for the stucco. We don't need a nail there. But in terms of the bigger picture, think about the two materials. If you are going to show a nail, think about the two materials that you're connecting, the two pieces of lumber. If you don't have two pieces of lumber, then either you've got one piece of lumber that's missing, or you shouldn't have a nail there. Okay, so with that, we can go back. Okay, so that concludes our session of WR1. For other Bridging the Gap sessions that are related to the current topic, look for WR1 in our library, in our channel. All the other sessions will be related to, all the other WR1 sessions will be related to that particular detail that we just saw. Feel free to leave us a comment, suggestion, or any questions that you might have. And if you enjoyed this session, please give us a thumbs up. To stay current on our Bridging the Gap tutorials, please, by all means, subscribe to our channel so that you can get notices of when we post. Okay, very good. Thank you very much.